Hi guys, it's Poppy from MBgamerz, back with another episode of Final Fantasy A Realm Reborn. And we're going to still continue on the main story quests. Because in the last episode we helped Sid by finding his assistants, Biggs and Wedge, who were taken by the Guardians. And now we're going to try and save our never friends from the Guardians' clutches. Come into my cash gym. Sid wants to prepare for the strategy to rescue Minfilia and the Ever-Scions. Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Minfilia and the Evers. Gods know we've kept them waiting too long already. Based on what we've learned, I believe it's safe to say that they're held in Castium Sentry. So let us convene in Reverend's Toll in Mordona, as it was a good place as any to prepare. And the better than most, the road leading east, then south will get you there. When we arrive, let us speak with the advice of a local village adventurers, and we're bound to learn a thing or two that will benefit our mission. Okay, so let's go to Reverend's Toll. So where's that? Assuming it's not. Yeah, there is. So we need to go straight and then down. Okay, here we are. We gain some XP. Map in the realm, Mordona. Okay. Let's just attune to the 8th rite first. Okay, now let's go and find the person we need to speak to. Here he is. Woman, friend, what brings you to Reverend's Toll? Did I hear you rightly? Your friends have been held captive in Castium Sentry, and you want to rescue them? I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. And the stronghold has been on high alert as of late, with armored patrols seen around the perimeter around the clock. Not even a fly could get within 100 yards of the walls undetected. If the guards were alerted to our coming, we cannot know what they will do to Minfilia and the others. We must act in the greatest of stealth. Aye, it was to be a good old-fashioned infiltration. But with the security so tight, how are we going to smuggle ourselves in? Why, I have a mind to walk through the front door. Huh? The front door? Aye. We will disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. For this, we need a few sets of Imperial uniforms, a suit of Magitech armor, and impeccable timing. That's a bold strategy, but might just work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing those Imperial bastards, they would not even suspect that we salvage Igorsians would think to use their technology. Then it's settled. If you are determined to go ahead with this, I recommend you speak with Galmond. The fellow got a personal grudge against the Empire and happens to know a deal with the Kashim Sentry besides. I have no doubt that he wants to be of aid. I shall go reconnoiter Guardian activity in the stronghold. It would not do if we were to befall our comrades before we had a chance to act. Come and join us when you're ready. Violet, let's do this. Sometimes I wonder, Ida, are there ever times when you are not infused? No, nothing if not infused, Lucia, and you are beginning to remind me of Papalimo. Okay, let's go and find this Galamond. Here he is. Looking for Galamond, are you? Well, you found him, whoever you are. Ah, you're looking to get inside Kashim Sentry? You need my help? Ha! Something tells me that we're gonna get along just fine. Getting even with Garlemald. Garlemald would like to aid you in your mission to rescue your captured scions. So you have friends in Kashim Sentry. What want for rescue? That Sturfer knows me too well. You can count on my help. I've got a score to settle with Imperials, and I've passed on an opportunity to get back at the Horse Sons, but enough about me. Let's talk strategy. Rescuing folks from captivity, right delicate business. A single oversight, but just one little blunder. It's all over. You can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to confirm beyond a shadow of a doubt that your friends where you think they are, and you don't want to risk your neck only to discover that they have been moved elsewhere. But how can you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach the sentry from the east, you'll be swampland to your left. Talk a tangle and get in there. Never mind all the morphoops, and navigate your way through the southwestern corner. You'll come upon a drainage pipe coming down the stronghold from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back to the command tower. If you listen closely, might be as you can eavesdrop on some of the happenings within. Once we know for certain your friends are there, we'll move on the next stage of the operation. Now, get going and Godspeed. Okay? Let's go and do that. Shouldn't be far now. Don't see me. Ah! I hate these toad things. Oh no. Don't see me, don't see me. Ooh, hello. And you're next. Okay. Let's interact with it. The faint sound of conversation echoes down the pipe. What of the captive? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be on deaf mute for all the information we've gotten out of her. The others ain't much better. The Elysian gets on my last nerves most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it only spouts gibberish. I do wonder, why is the Charmer so obsessed with this Minfilia woman? They say she possesses some mystical power. Something that we Guardians don't have. Mystical power? Like what kind of... the kind that beastmen have? How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're so curious, why don't you ask the Tribunes yourself? As well as try to trumble her? I like my head where it is. Thank you very much. Our break is over. Best we get back to our stations. The footfalls grows fainter until it is silent. Okay. So let's go back to... we're going to speak with Alpha Node. Where is Alpha Node? He's in Reverence Toll, so we go back to Reverence Toll. It proves they're there. Okay. Where is our dear friend Alpha Node? There he is. It's good to see you again, Violet. I am given to understand you have conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, were you able to learn? So Minfilia and the others are indeed in Castrum Century, and their presence thus confirmed. We may proceed with the mission. While you were refilled, Sid took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray have the details from him. Good work, Violet. As Alpha Node has already told you, we have plotted out a course for the rescue. The gist of this unchanged, and we disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Garma is looking into ways to procure the suit of Magitech armor. In the meantime, I need you to assistance for some preparations of my own. Minfilia and the others are counting on us, Violet. Let's not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. Okay? And we leveled up. I'm going to end the episode here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry for this short episode. I'll make sure the next episode will be longer. And with that, bye guys.